Good evening. My name is Candelario. I am a senior accounting major at Valdosta State University, and I'll be graduating in May. Now, as an accounting major, we take a lot of classes in finance and accounting. Now, those two areas of study are really useful in life. I learned the basics of personal finance. I learned the basics of stocks. Really good information that will help me in the future. And I kind of want to relay that information to you guys and convince you to start taking control of your finances today. Put your hands on the steering wheels and buckle up. But before we can get to that, I want to pose a question to you guys. What's your favorite day of the week? And no, you can't say the weekend. Everybody loves the weekend. Doesn't count. No, the day I'm talking about specifically, guys, is payday, right? I don't know anybody that doesn't have a smile on their face on payday. Payday's amazing. But why do we love payday? We love payday because we finally get our hard-earned money, right? The money we work hard for every day. And on payday, we can finally start making payments on our bills. We can start allocating money on our fun expenses. But what ends up happening, guys, is that there exist people in this world that kind of live paycheck to paycheck. And for a long time, I was that type of person. I didn't break that cycle until this year, right? So what would happen to me is I would get my money on payday. And the first thing I would do is I would pay my bills. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I just got paid. Time to have some fun. And before you knew it, this money that I earned, it disappeared. Okay? But what I ended up learning through experience, right, that if we just take that same money we originally earned and we allocate it out into smaller amounts and we store some for later, right, we can have money now, pay our bills, go out, have some fun, but when that next payday rolls around, we can repeat the process, right? Because then we're going to have the money we saved and the new extra income we gained. Now, this all sounds great in practice, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of how much you should be saving, or the type of investments you should be making now. No, that's not important. The important information that I want to relay to you guys is just how beneficial it will be once you start saving. Now, what are the consequences of not saving? I can tell you from personal experience again. The biggest difference for me that I've learned after breaking that cycle is how much my quality of life has improved. I used to suffer a lot from anxiety because you just never know what event might happen, an emergency. For example, like my dog, I have a puppy, and puppies are notorious for being sick or hurt because they just don't know how to think. But that's a topic for another day. But I have a puppy now because I can afford him, right? But if I would have had him last year when I wasn't in control of my finances, one vet bill would have would have killed me, like I wouldn't have been able to pay for it. So I used to have a lot of anxiety for those reasons, that I was just so nervous that I never knew what could happen. Another reason is that there has been an association between people with poor finances and mental health problems. Again, stemming from that anxiety. But what are the benefits of keeping control of your finances? One, as we mentioned, you can spend money on the things you like. You can remove those bad thoughts and feelings. And you can really start planning for the future. Everybody wants to what? Buy a house, have kids, and get married. Maybe not in that specific order. But at the end of the day, what I mean is that you can't achieve those goals without preparing your finances today. Okay? So that's what I want to leave with you guys. Please, 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 we need, you know what? Just imagine this. Imagine a world where you have no more worries, you have money in your back pocket, and you're ready for the future. That's what savings to provide to you and your family. Thank you for listening.